In the vast and boundless Dou Qi continent, power dictates everything. The strong command respect, while the weak can only struggle beneath the shadows of the mighty. The conflict between the Soul Palace and the ancient clan has long simmered beneath the surface of the world, and when the Soul Palace, in alliance with the heavenly Nether Sect, launched a fierce assault against the Starfall Pavilion, countless cultivators wondered, why didn't Xun'er, the princess of the ancient clan and Xiao Yan's closest companion, intervene to help him? To answer this question, we must peer into the intricate web of politics, bloodlines, and destiny that govern this world of cultivation. The ancient clan, one of the 8 ancient races blessed by the Dou Emperor's bloodline, has always stood above countless forces in the Central Plains. But such a position comes not from mere power, but from strategy, foresight, and restraint. The ancient clan, despite its strength, has always maintained a subtle balance with other peak powers, and especially the Soul Palace. On the surface, the two clans rarely clashed directly, but beneath the calm exterior lay deep hostility and caution. The Soul Palace was not a simple organization. It was the outward face of the Soul Clan, one of the most terrifying ancient races to have ever existed. Though weakened by the fall of their ancestor, the Soul Clan still possessed enough power to shake the continent. For the ancient clan, open conflict with the Soul Clan would mean declaring war on an equally ancient and dangerous enemy. An enemy whose methods were insidious, whose reach extended across continents, and whose vengeance would be merciless. To protect the interests and survival of their clan, the ancient clan could not afford reckless action. If Xun'er, even as the future matriarch, were to mobilize the ancient clan's forces to intervene on behalf of Xiao Yan and the Starfall Pavilion, it would be seen as a declaration of war against the Soul Palace. The balance that had endured for countless years would shatter. Countless ancient experts, sleeping within the depths of both clans, might awaken. What would follow would not be a simple battle, but a catastrophic war that could reshape the order of the entire continent. From the ancient clan's perspective, such a risk was not worth taking. Yao Lao, though a revered alchemist, was not one of their own. The Starfall Pavilion, though strong, held no direct connection to the ancient clan's bloodline or interests. To risk a war that could cost them generations of stability, all for the sake of an outsider, would have been a foolish move in the eyes of the clan's elders. Even if Xun'er wished to help Xiao Yan, her personal strength and influence were limited at the time. Before the awakening of her divine bloodline, her position within the ancient clan was far from absolute. She was respected as a descendant of the clan, but not yet revered as its core member. At that stage, the elders of the ancient clan held the true authority, and their decisions were governed by reason and benefit, not by emotion. Xun'er only had 2 Dou Sheng level guards at her side, both tasked solely with her protection. Their orders were clear: to ensure her safety, not to involve themselves in external conflicts. The ancient clan valued her as a future pillar of their lineage, the chosen successor to lead them into a new era. Every action she took was monitored, every movement recorded, for she represented the clan's hope and pride. Even after her divine bloodline awakened, the situation did not change overnight. Power within the ancient clan was deeply rooted. Becoming the successor did not mean she could instantly command the entire clan's armies. The elders, bound by their own politics and caution, would not allow her to move freely against a force as dangerous as the Soul Palace, without a unanimous decision. Moreover, there may have been internal divisions within the ancient clan itself. Not every elder agreed with aiding Xiao Yan or opposing the Soul Palace. Some believed neutrality was the wisest path. Others feared provoking the Soul Palace's retaliation. Such disagreements often caused delays or outright refusals to act. Even if Xun'er's heart burned with worry for Xiao Yan, her hands were tied by the invisible chains of her clan's laws. From another perspective, Xun'er's inaction might not have stemmed solely from restraint, but also from faith. She had watched Xiao Yan grow from a boy mocked as a waste into a man who challenged the heavens themselves. She knew his tenacity, his courage, and his unwavering determination. Time and again, he had risen from the depths of despair to reach new heights, defeating the Misty Cloud Sect, toppling the Yan Alliance's enemies, and confronting the Soul Palace head-on. Perhaps deep down, Xun'er believed this was a test he needed to face alone. Every cultivator must endure trials to ascend. Without suffering, there can be no strength. Without crisis, there can be no breakthrough. If she intervened too early, Xiao Yan's path would be softened. His growth would be hindered. She chose instead to believe in him, to trust that he could overcome even this impossible storm with his own power. Indeed, history proved her belief was not misplaced. In that desperate battle where the Soul Palace and heavenly Nether Sect besieged the Starfall Pavilion, Xiao Yan's fighting spirit blazed brighter than ever before. Faced with overwhelming odds, he refused to yield. His burning determination ignited the heavens, and through that trial, he broke through the shackles that had long held him back. Amidst the chaos, he advanced to the realm of Dou Sheng, turning the tide of battle single-handedly and saving his people from annihilation. That battle was a crucible that transformed Xiao Yan completely. It marked the end of his days as a mere leader of the Starfall Pavilion and the beginning of his era as one of the continent's true powerhouses. From that moment, he no longer needed to rely on others' protection. Instead, he became the one others could depend on. From a narrative perspective, this was essential. The story of battle through the heavens is one of personal struggle, independence, and perseverance. If Xun'er had descended from the heavens with the full might of the ancient clan to crush the Soul Palace's attack, Xiao Yan's path of self-reliance would have been broken. The moment would have belonged not to him, but to the ancient clan. By allowing him to fight, bleed, and triumph on his own, the author ensured that his journey remained truly his. Furthermore, Xun'er's restrained approach preserved the political stability of the world. The ancient clan's neutrality maintained the delicate equilibrium among the top-tier powers, preventing premature large-scale conflict between the ancient races. Only when Xiao Yan's own strength reached the level where he could stand beside those ancient powers as an equal, did the stage become set for the final confrontation, the Heavenly Mansion Alliance versus the Soul Clan, where all accounts would be settled. It's also worth noting that the ancient clan's control over Xun'er was not absolute but heavily restrictive. Even when she visited the human world, figures like Ling Quan would follow, ready to recall her at any moment. This alone showed how carefully the clan monitored her. When the Starfall Pavilion faced its crisis, she might have been under similar surveillance or even directly forbidden from leaving the clan grounds. To the elders, her duty was not to interfere in worldly struggles, but to preserve her strength for the ancient clan's future. Yet while she did not appear on the battlefield, her heart was never distant. In the shadows of the ancient realm, she watched anxiously, her soul resonating with his flame. Every blow Xiao Yan endured, every risk he took, she felt deeply within her heart. But she held her silence, for she knew, if she stepped in, she would rob him of his chance to surpass the heavens on his own terms. And so, when the smoke of war finally cleared and Xiao Yan emerged victorious, standing tall amid the ruins of Starfall Pavilion as a newly ascended Dou Sheng, her silent tears carried both pride and relief. Her decision to hold back had been painful, but it had also been right. She had chosen trust over interference, love over control, belief over fear. In the end, Xun'er's restraint was not born of indifference, but of understanding. She knew that a true hero's path must be walked alone. Her heart had long intertwined with Xiao Yan's destiny, but their journeys, though parallel, were each meant to forge their own legends. Thus, Xun'er did not help when the Soul Palace and the heavenly Nether Sect attacked the Starfall Pavilion. Not because she did not care, but because she understood that some battles must be fought by one's own hand. She chose patience, faith, and hope over reckless action. And that decision, in turn, allowed Xiao Yan to step into his rightful place as the shining flame that would one day illuminate the entire Dou Sheng continent. And so, the truth becomes clear. Xun'er's silence was not weakness nor indifference, but the deepest form of trust. In the cruel world of battle through the heavens, even love must yield to destiny, and every step forward demands the courage to face the storm alone. Her decision not to act became the spark that allowed Xiao Yan to rise from mortal struggle to divine glory. Through that battle, he proved that the flame of the Xiao clan could burn brighter than any ancient bloodline. and that even without the protection of great clans or heavenly powers, one man's will could defy the heavens themselves. Xun'er's restraint became the most profound support, unseen yet unshakable. For in the end, it was not the ancient clan's might that saved Xiao Yan, but his own strength, faith, and resolve. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the untold choices behind Battle Through the Heavens, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Stay tuned as we continue uncovering the hidden truths and fateful decisions that shape the greatest legends of the Dou Sheng continent. This is KSR, and until next time, keep your flames burning and never stop breaking through your own heavens.